Welcome to a 1UP 3D Blender tutorial. In this tutorial we will be making a wood texture, and in the next tutorial we'll be taking that wood texture and continuing on what we learned and making a wood floor texture, and after that a crate. So we'll get started. I'm going to open up Gimp, hit new. Alright, we're going to make this 800 by 800. It's like transparency is your fill. Alright. Now we are going to select a color to serve as a good base for our wood. I already have a few browns and stuff that are good. I suggest kind of a tannish color to start with. Alright, and now we're going to create a new layer, and we're going to fill it with white. Go to filters, render, clouds, difference clouds. Going to raise up the detail. We're going to change the Y size to about 1.5. Oop, I was supposed to do that. Sorry. Alright, and we're going to raise this up. Alright, and we're going to hit randomize. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the color select tool, and we're going to select certain parts of this. As you can see, I select that and it gave us these parts. And we're going to create a new layer with transparency. I'm going to select a new brown. Go with this one for now. And we're going to dump in those. Alright, so we're going to select those and fill them. I'm going to pause while I'm doing this, and you'll be able to see the kind of what I get at the end and try to get something similar. It really depends on the style of wood you're trying to get. So if you have a certain type of wood you're trying to emulate, you might want to find that online and select colors from that. But I'm going to pause it now and finish this. Alright, so when you're done with that, you should have something like this, and we'll turn off the cloud layer. As you can see, it kind of has almost a different pattern of wood. Of course, if you have a real plain wood like pine or something like that, you probably wouldn't want this large color variation, but it'll work for what we're using. So we'll lower that down, and we'll merge all these layers. Alright, and I like to add a couple layers of kind of random color to get it some color variation in there. So I'll take a pretty light color, I'll dump that, and I'm gonna chop that up real random. Alright, and we'll blur this by about 100. We'll add some noise. Right, and we'll add a couple more layers. For wood, I like to add one that's kind of a reddish color, and then we'll add one more that's a real dark color. And we'll do the same process as we did as on the one before. I'm going to pause it real quick while I do that. Alright, so we've done that with those layers, and we're going to merge them down. Oop. Hit the wrong button, sorry about that. Alright. And we're going to create a new layer real fast with white. We're going to go layer, scale layer. You're going to hit the lock button so you can adjust these without changing the other one. Change the height to, let's do about 5. We're going to hit scale. Now we're going to go to noise, HSV noise, and that looks like it'll work. And we're going to go back to layer, scale layer, make sure it's not locked again, change this back to 800. As you can see, we have these long striations now. Going to move that down below this, and we're going to go map, bump map. We're going to use a cloud layer first, and I'm going to move up the depth. And I usually like to take off compensate for darkening for this one. That looks good. As you can see there, it's already starting to look more like wood. And now we're going to use the other bump layer, the noise layer that we did. And we're going to move down the depth on that. Alright, and there we go. We got a wood layer. There's several ways to make different types of wood. If you have any questions on certain types, let me know. And if it's not something that's simple that I can answer in the comments, then I'll see if I can make a tutorial on it. And we'll save this real fast and see what it looks like in Blender. Alright. I'm going to put that on my desktop. You can put it wherever you want. Right. We're also going to save this as a XCF so that we can use it in our next tutorial when we make the wood floor. Alright, we'll close this. Open up Blender. I'm going to pause real fast while I get Blender set up for this. Alright, I'm about to add the texture. Yep. There we can see it as one pane. If you want to have it tiled, you would want to make sure that you make it seamless. I'll show you how to do that real fast in case you don't know. Showed on some of our other tutorials, but just show it real fast. Right, to make it seamless, all you need to do is go here and go to map, make seamless, and it'll make it so that if you want it to repeat, then sorry about that, troubles here. If you want it to repeat, you won't get any lines, it'll look smooth. So we'll just export that real fast to show you what that'll look like. And I'll pause it while I get. Alright, so as you can see, we got it tiled. You can see you can't see any real lines here. I'm going to press P just to get rid of the line so we can see it. Whatever decides to work. Yep, as you can see, you can't see any real seams in there. It just looks like a wood